Yo, what's good, young investors, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys have been watching my dividend update videos lately, you'll know that the portfolio is growing faster now more than ever. And as a result of that, I wanted to compile a quick list of my top 5 highest paying dividend companies. I really wanted to do you guys a solid and take you more in depth inside of my portfolio so that you guys could get a good idea of what I got going on with my companies. But before we get into all that, I wanted to quickly give a shout out to the homie Orlando for letting me know that the gem of the day needed to come back. I got you, bro, don't worry. So of course, today's gem of the day is have a clear vision of whatever it is that you want and really be pure with your work ethic. Really put in the work and know that things won't come overnight. Like the legend Nipsey Hussle said, don't put a deadline on your blessings. They might come next week or next year. Who knows? Just focus on the plan and your craft, and I promise you're gonna pop off. And of course, that's today's gem of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And lastly, if you guys could do me a huge favor and hit today's video with a quick thumbs up. I upload a brand new value-filled video for you guys every 3 days. And every single time you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos, YouTube really notices. So thank you. I appreciate all of you. And without further ado, let's get into the content in today's video. So the 5th highest paying company in my portfolio is LTC Properties. LTC Properties is a real estate company that owns tons of senior housing and healthcare facilities. A few of their healthcare facilities consist of specialized nursing and assisted living. These guys have consistently paid a monthly dividend since 2005. They currently pay 19 cents a share, and I own about 8 shares as well. They've also paid me $9.68 thus far. LTC also recently announced that they'd be guaranteeing their monthly dividend all the way up until September, which is a good sign. But they have been greatly impacted by COVID, especially since the virus seems to harm senior citizens more than anybody else. And I want you guys to keep in mind that that's a huge part of their business as well. They are a company that I'm slowly buying more of and planning to keep as well. So that's number 5, LTC Properties. Number 4 is of course Verizon. Verizon itself is a holding company that operates in different segments. These segments include communications, entertainment, and business amongst others. And for those of you guys watching now that don't really understand what a holding company is, I got you. A holding company is basically a company that owns or has majority ownership in other companies. These other companies are then called subsidiaries. In the business world, a subsidiary is a company that's majority owned by another company. I want you guys to think of Verizon as the parent company, and everything Verizon happens to own is their subsidiary or their kids. And a few of the companies that Verizon happens to own are Yahoo, AOL, and Huffington Post. Verizon also currently pays a quarterly dividend of 61 cents per share, which they've been constantly growing for 13 years now. I also own 8 shares of Verizon, and so far they paid me a total of $10.91, which puts them at number 4 on my list. Like I've just mentioned, they've been steady paying their dividend, but it is worth noting that competition is heating up, especially with T-Mobile and Sprint recently merging. So that's number 4 on the list, Verizon. Next up on the list, number 3, Main Street Capital. These guys are one of my riskier holdings in this environment. Main Street Capital focuses on providing loans to small to medium-sized companies. And as you guys know by now, tons of businesses are shutting down or closing due to the impact that the virus has had on the economy, primarily small to medium-sized businesses. This of course takes a toll on Main Street, since companies they lend to could possibly default on their loans. They have, however, guaranteed their dividend all the way up until November, which is great. These guys currently pay a monthly 20-cent dividend, and I own about 15 shares as well, which means they're paying me about $3.12 a month as of right now. And they paid me close to $15 since I initially bought them, which puts them at number 3 on the list. COVID has of course taken an unexpected toll on the company, but I'm confident that Main Street could get through this. I will be holding them as of right now. And so number 2 on the list is Realty Income Corporation. These guys are another real estate company that own over 6,400 commercial properties across the United States, Puerto Rico, and the United Kingdom. Their diversification across industries and tenants has really put them in a good spot during this environment we're currently in. They just recently collected over 91% of their July rent and posted positive revenues as well, which really goes to show that these guys are a top tier company that is honestly one of my favorites. I currently own 15 shares of Realty and I'm steady averaging in. They also pay a monthly dividend of about 23 cents, which totals out to be about $3.30 every single month for me as of right now. They've also paid me $17.82 since I first purchased them as well. A solid company that I'm confident will survive the environment we're currently in. And of course, one I'm planning to own for years to come. Which of course brings us to my number 1 highest paying company at the moment, AT&T. AT&T, like Verizon, is a holding company that also operates in different segments. A few of their segments being media and communications. companies. These guys happen to own some pretty notable brands. Brands like HBO, Turner, which happens to own CNN, and DC Entertainment, amongst so many more. All of these assets, though, have come at a cost. Their current debt level is crazy high. I mean, they took on $40 billion in debt to buy Warner Media back in 2018, which took them to a total of $180 billion in debt. Crazy. They have, however, been aggressively paying it down, which is a good sign to see. I currently own 17 shares of AT&T, which I'm averaging into as well. They also pay me a quarterly dividend of 52 cents, which is solid in my opinion. AT&T has paid me close to $20 since I first bought them, which puts them at number 1 on my list. And all in all, I've been paid a total of about $72.38 just from these 5 companies. And I want you guys to keep in mind that I own over 40 in my portfolio. And that's just a small glimpse of the power of passive income through the stock market, and it's only going to keep growing over time. Just like a lot of you guys, I'm crazy young, and this is just the start of my investing journey. So those are my top 5 current highest paying stocks. Do you guys happen to own any of the companies that I mentioned in today's video, or are you looking to buy into any of them? Let me know down in the comments below, and of course don't forget to leave a quick like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I upload a brand new video every 3 days, so of course thank you guys for sticking with me. Beat the odds and do the numbers. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.